Hello, Times Crossword, let's go. C's term transformed into something similar. Transformed looks like an anagram indicator for C's term. Something similar. Gosh, transformed could just apply to term, so it could be an anagram of term inside a word meaning something similar with the whole thing meaning C's. So I'm not getting that. Damage, rascal with broadcast. Broadcast could be a homophone indicator. Not getting that. Perhaps I'm mistakenly reaching conclusion, failing to understand. Nope. Plant, people put back inside in top condition. Yeah, this is anemone. So an anemone is a plant. People is men. Put back is a reversal indicator. Inside in top condition. Well, if you're in top condition, you're A1. South American vessel or East Asian boat. No. Expert wrongly faults me over one of the 3 R's. So faults me is 8 letters. So are we looking for an anagram of faults me over R, with the definition being expert? Not getting that. Champion, ahead in game. No. Sinister English upset Ireland. This is eerie. So eerie means sinister. English is E, the abbreviation. And upset is a reversal indicator for Ireland, where error is another word for Ireland. Warm and cold air mixed. This is cordial. So cordial means warm, and mixed is an anagram indicator for cold air. Sturdily built, sun hiding in copse. Nope. Butterfly about in part of spring. Wow, nope. Greatest boxer briefly penetrated defense. So, greatest boxer is a reference to Ali, Muhammad Ali. Briefly penetrated, well, briefly means all but the last letter of a synonym for penetrated, which is bit. So, Ali plus bi gives alibi, which is a defense. State of ruler is good in fact. No. Frequently ring London newspapers. Nope. Heroin, to some extent, creates addiction. Wow. To some extent looks like a hidden indicator, but I'm not seeing anything inside creates addiction, which means heroin. US, for example, wanting in as reminder of the past. This is relic. The US is an example of a republic. Wanting in, wanting pub. That leaves relic, which is a reminder of the past. Cultural object, regularly written into key, piece of information. Nope. Vehicle used when battling a disturbance after church. This is chariot. So a chariot is a vehicle used when battling. A is a disturbances riot after church, after CH, the abbreviation. Rubbish in front of elm and 2 other trees. Gosh, well, front of elm is going to be E, the initial letter of elm. 2 other trees. I think we're looking for 2 3-letter trees. The second of which could be ash. Let me see if I can get 24 down. What is more, it can be taken out of context randomly. No. Put in charge by clubs in game, player blows it. Nope. It is Parliament that's reformed, including one opposed to colonies. This could begin anti-imperialist perhaps. That fits the letter pattern of all of one letter. Let's see how the wordplay stacks up. So, that's reformed suggests an anagram of it is Parliament, which has 14 letters. And we're looking for 15, including one, including an extra I. That gives anti-imperialist, which means opposed to colonies. But is anti-imperialist an anagram of it is Parliament plus I? Well, it looks jolly close, so I think it is. And there's plenty of letters to be corroborated, or to provide corroboration. Inappropriately form, altered emphasis. This is misshape. So misshape means inappropriately formed, and then altered is an anagram indicator for emphasis. Closed pen containing area that's warm and cozy. No. So this does look like it ends ash. Rubbish. So the whole thing is rubbish. No, not getting that. And the bottom left is cut off, so let me attend to it. Cultural object, regularly written into key piece of information. So this is artifact. An artifact is a cultural object. Regularly tells us to take every other letter of written, and beginning with the second letter, that gives us R, T, and E. Into key, into A, one of the musical keys, and piece of information is fact. So RTE inside A and fact gives artifact, which is a cultural object. Now that confirms the E in first place for 23 across, but we have an extra letter in 27 across. Closed pen containing area that's warm and cozy. Could this be toasty? Yes, closed is 2. When a door is 2, it's closed, or nearly closed. Pen is sty, containing area, containing A. That gives toasty, which means warm and cozy. What is more, it can be taken out of context randomly. Yes, this is a hidden clue. So, extra is something more, and it, as in the answer, can be taken out of is a hidden indicator. So, in the middle of context, beginning with the E, we can read EXTRA. Now, no more help for 23 across. Rubbish is eyewash. Front of elm, E, and two other trees, yew and ash. Fantastic, that's the bottom left attended to. Frequently ring. London, newspapers. Wow, not getting that. I get up, having rested first, and take off. Yeah, this is satirize. So I is I, get up is rise. Having rested first, having sat first, that gives satirize, which means take off. Man's prosperous firm, forming merger. Well, man could be just any man's name. Reg, Ron. Firm, forming merger, not getting that. Kind of sin or virtue, or expert on the difference. No idea. Okay, so let me have a look at the downs. South American vessel or East Asian boat. I wonder if this is sampan. South is S, the abbreviation. American is AM, the abbreviation. Vessel is pan. That gives sampan, which is an East Asian boat. Fantastic. Expert. Wrongly faults me over one of the three R's. Now I note that faults me contains the letters for FUL. So what's left after we take out FUL? Sat, me, and R. Masterful. Fantastic. I thought over one of the three R's meant that one of the three R's, as in a single R, would be at the bottom, but the word over can also indicate that it surrounds. So what we have is masterful meaning expert, and then wrongly as an anagram indicator applying to faults me, surrounding or over a single R. Great, this F looks useful. Frequently. Ring. London newspapers. Well, frequently, surely oft or often. Ring. London newspaper. Oh, well, I wonder if frequently is the definition and the answer is oft times. So ring is O because it looks like the letter O. And then the London newspapers are the FT, which is how the Financial Times is referred to, and the Times. Fantastic. Champion. Ahead in game. Yeah, this is support. So, to support is to champion, ahead is up, in game, in sport. Now, an orphan clue. Oh gosh, this is fairly straightforward. This is a semester. So transformed is an anagram indicator for C's term, and it gets transformed into something similar to term. Well, a semester is a type of term. Perhaps I'm mistakenly reaching conclusion, failing to understand. Could this be misapprehension? It fits the letter pattern. Perhaps I'm mistakenly. Well, I wonder if mistakenly is an anagram indicator for perhaps I'm. Yes, it is, and that takes us up to the H. Reaching conclusion. Yeah, the conclusion is ending. That gives misapprehending, which means failing to understand. Another orphan clue. Sturdily built, son hiding in copse. Thickset. Yeah. Wow. I had a moment of hesitation over that, but thickset does mean sturdily built. Son is S, the abbreviation. Hiding in copse, hiding in thicket. Butterfly, about, in part of spring. Part of spring could be a month in spring. April, May, June. May is the only possibility here. About could be on or re. So April also fits. Well, I'm just not getting that. State of ruler is good in fact. No. Balkan citizen welcoming to American citizen. Wow, don't know. Man's prosperous firm forming merger. Nope. Form of accommodation assimilating second to create another. Wow. So I think we're looking for a form of accommodation, a hotel, assimilating second, including S, the abbreviation for second, to create another form of accommodation, which is what a hostel is. Now, O in last place looks helpful. Put in charge by clubs in game. Player blows it. Well, player blows it looks like the definition and suggests we're looking for a musical instrument. Yeah, so a piccolo fits the bill. Put is just an instruction to us. So in charge is IC, the abbreviation, by clubs, by C, the card abbreviation. In game, in polo. That gives piccolo, which is a musical instrument. Now, this is surely helpful. Run into parents in ham and cheese place. This is Parma. Run is R, the cricketing abbreviation. Into parents, Pa and Ma. That gives Parma, which is where you get Parma ham from. And I guess there's Parma cheese as well. Kind of sin or virtue, or expert on the difference. Wow, not getting that. Man's prosperous firm forming merger. Well, prosperous is rich. So could this be Richard? Man could be the definition, in which case Richard works. Prosperous is rich. But firm forming merger. Why is that ARD? I don't know. I'm going to pause at that stage. Have a look at 16 down. Balkan citizen. Welcoming to. American citizen. Yeah, this is Bostonian. So the Balkan citizen is a Bosnian. Welcoming to, including the word to. That gives Bostonian, which is a resident of Boston, a city in America. Hence, a Bostonian is an American citizen. Now, the board is cut into two. The grid is cut into two. Kind of sin. Yeah, you have cardinal sins or virtue, and you have cardinal virtues. So that's the definition. Expert on the difference. Well, a cardinal is a religious person. Therefore, they may be an expert on the difference between sins and virtues. Now, 21 down. It really does look like Richard. I don't think there's any other candidate letter here. Possibly a U, but I don't think so. So, man, Richard. Prosperous. Aha. So prosperous is rich, and firm is hard. Forming merger, well, if you merge the words rich and hard, and you have the H's overlapping, you're left with just one H, and that gives Richard. Quite an unusual sort of clue. Now, let me do my very quick typo squiz before the final push. Make sure I'm happy with everything that's in. So I own any mistakes. All the acrosses look good. Down's looking good. Yeah, okay, so let's go. Just the top right to go. Heroin to some extent creates addiction is habit. So heroin is H, the abbreviation. To some extent is a bit. That gives habit, which is addiction. Butterfly. About in part of spring. Oh wow, did I not consider this month? Yeah. So a monarch is a type of butterfly. About is on in part of spring in the month of March. Damage. Rascal with broadcast. This is impair. So to impair is to damage. Rascal is imp with broadcast with air. So one clue to go. State of ruler. Well, that's going to be regality. Is good, G, the abbreviation, in fact, in reality. So there we go. Every clue solved, every clue explained. No empty squares. Submit, submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Wow, what a beautiful puzzle. Always great fun to do these puzzles from the Times, and always a challenge. And it was nice to see the Richard clue. Although there are 5 or 6 different types of clues used in cryptic crosswords, you are free to have variations on that. And I think the use of the word merge to have overlapping letters is quite a novel sort of clue. I wouldn't regard it as a new type of clue, but you do have a certain amount of freedom as a setter to engage in any form of wordplay, provided what you are instructing the solver to do is clear once you have got the solution, and that certainly was the case with Richard. But super fun puzzle. I think the snitch for this probably in the 70s or 80s. So now before I go, I just sold the Mephisto crossword this last weekend for Patreons, and it is such a beautiful puzzle. It had 4 12-letter words around the outside of the grid, none of which I had remotely seen before, and it was just the most immense challenge and great fun to solve. So if you're interested in that, it will be released on the 1st of February to Patreons. But back to this puzzle, absolutely cracking fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this solve. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.